1992 when West Indies played Pakistan. I remember, first of all, Basit Ali, who I thought was a wonderful cricketer, and he again fell out, didn't he, when in South Africa, he and Rashid Latif, and he left cricket. But he made 120 odd in that match, and it was a very, very good innings. And we were just rubbing our hands thinking, how absolutely marvellous, that's put Pakistan in a very good position. When Brian Lara came in and went about 3 better, he made 153, and he off about 140 balls, and it was absolutely wonderful. So that lovely wristy stroke play. I mean, Brian Lara was more, I mean, he was as exciting as Saeed Anwar, but he was a little bit more the classicist than Saeed in a way. But that wonderful wristy footwork, and where those strokes came from, it was quite extraordinary.
Hello and welcome to Cricket Classics. In today's episode, Pakistan take on the West Indies in the final of the Pepsi Champions Trophy in November 1993. West Indies won the toss and put Pakistan into bat. The stylish duo of Anwar and Sohail opened the innings with Inzi, Malik, Basit, Ali and keeper Latif forming the middle order. Skipper Waqar led the bowling attack with Rahman, Nazir and spinner Mushtaq. The Windies had Haynes and Lara as their openers. They had a formidable middle order with Simmons, Arthurton, skipper Richardson and Hooper. Their bowling attack was led by Ambrose along with Walsh, Cummins and Benjamin.
Well, that was splendidly stopped. Well taken. He didn't actually take it cleanly by Jimmy Adams, who used once to be a regular keeper, but he now does it very much on a part-time basis, and he made a lot of ground there. Just watch him. Oh, there he goes again. It's that catch. Hooper dived low in front of first slip, got it in his hands, and it seemed to come out as his hands and elbows hit big grass. But another superb ball, and bad luck on Curtly Ambrose. Well, Ambrose bowls to Saeed Anwar. Oh, that's a lovely stroke. The best stroke of the morning so far. Timed to perfection.
Coming back for a second and through comfortably. Little flash there, but it's done the trick for him. Anwar just placing it wide a slip. 10 off the over, a little bit unlucky. Cummins there, a thickish edge. And he's got 4 more there, and that was well timed. Nothing edgy about that. Cummins, it was only 5 metres to his left, and he had no chance at all.
What a magnificent shot that one is. Complete control, good position, turning of wrist at the right time, and the placement was perfect too.
And he's out. Lara takes the catch. Well bowled. Kenny Benjamin. Nasty delivery.
Well, what can one say? There he was attacking the batsman, and this one, I'm sure Amir Sohail must be a little bit disappointed with that, because he was pretty close to him. There wasn't enough room, and I think he was beaten more by the pace than anything else, trying to slice that into the vacant third, fourth slip region, but getting very thin edge, very fine edge, and the ball flying straight to Lara, who made no mistake. Inzamam now joining Anwar Saeed. Lovely striker of the ball, but I think with these West Indian bowlers, with the wicket that they have got, tails up, will really test him.
And there he goes. Well bowled. A much better over, and he gets his reward there. And I have to say that Saeed Anwar, who was searching for a record of 4 successive centuries, he never quite looked the part today. And they used to talk about the pressure matches and how he would respond to them. Well, I think the temperament a little bit suspect there.
Well, yeah, I think along with that, it's only fair to say that he was put under pressure by the opening spell of Ambrose and Walsh, and here Cummins after conceding 10 runs off his first over. In fact, the shot was on because the ball was right up there, and Said a little bit unlucky to have got the inside edge and playing on. But that's what happens in one-day cricket.
Just a single, or will they go for a second? And that's past Roger Harper, who's come on. There he is, Roger Harper, for once not being able to get down to that. Harper on because Courtney Walsh has gone off. Not quite sure what for. If he's on for much longer, we will discover what the reason is. Salim Malik on strike. That's a lovely shot, just flicked away. Arthurson gives chase. And a couple.
The West Indies of old were really awe-inspiring. Perhaps they don't inspire the same kind of awe.
Change in the field. Hooper's gone away from the close catching position now to short mid-wicket, so we've just got a slip in now. There's the close field. 3 saving 1 on the off and 3 on the leg. Still the challenge to hit it out. Just the 2 men out. Fine leg and third man.
Another single to Kenneth Benjamin, strong arm, the ball coming in like a homing pigeon. Oh, that's a better one for Inzamam ul-Haq. Short outside the off stump, and with only 3 men on the offside, he could do what he wanted with it, and he did.
Well, this time he's given them the room to play the shot, the freedom. You saw the way the bat could swing freely, and the result is 4 runs.
Single taking Salim Malik along to 13 and Inzamam ul-Haq 17. And really, it's been a wonderfully professional, efficient, competent performance by these West Indians again this morning. Well fielded by Curtly Ambrose, again just the single. Sonny, one can only admire the way that Richie Richardson has drilled these West Indies into a side where each man has his role to fulfill and does so.
Well, credit must be given to Richie Richardson because he's the man out there in the field. But I think since he took over, he's had a rough time. But ever since he's got Rohan Kanai as the manager, the West Indians have become a lot more disciplined in their approach to the game.
Well, the ball being run down first to the right of Curtly Ambrose, then to the left, but he's equal to it. Fielding, getting the ball back on the full to the wicketkeeper.
After wounding the pride of Bangla Tigers, the Windies are eager to wrap the tour on a high. But can the tourists turn things around? West Indies versus Bangladesh on 10 Cricket.
Bangladesh Tour of West Indies 2014 is presented by Fog Body Spray, new black collection from Fog.
One bouncer of the over, Dickie Bird holds up his finger, and the rules of this tournament are that the fast bowlers can only bowl 1 bouncer an over, not 1 to each batsman, just 1 per over. Cummins now to Salim Malik. And that's a flashing stroke over the top of Lara there at backward point for 4 runs. He hit it very well. It went at a tremendous pace and was just out of Lara's reach.
Yeah, a little bit of width, a lot of wrist into the shot. He took a bit of a chance, that they have to start taking a chance or two.
Oh, here it is. That's 6 runs. A fine blow. Inzamam has at last decided to open his shoulders. And really, that bat looks like a matchstick in his hand. It was a thunderous stroke. It's brought a smile, too, to Geoffrey Boycott's face, because this is the way he believes that Carl Hooper should be treated.
And very often, too, he should be put into the crowd.
Here he is to Inzamam. Oh, it's in the air. He's going to be caught at deep backward square leg by Desmond Haynes, and that is the 3rd Pakistan wicket. Haynes, underneath that, pouches the cap and is absolutely delighted.
Well, as usually happens, the smart bowling changed by the captain, Richie Richardson. When bowlers start to get collared a bit by the batsman, a good move is to change the bowling. Just creates new problems for the batsman, and Inzamam should have had a few balls before he tried to hit him out of the ground. Just always have a few balls when a new bowler comes on. He's got underneath this, top-edged it, it's up a long time, it's a simple catch. It's just a matter of steadying himself for Desmond Haynes, steadying himself, nice simple catch.
Malik goes for it there, and that should be 4. Right in the gap.
Beautiful shot by Salim Malik there.
And that's a wonderful shot. Watched it well. Away from his body, a little bit risky, but the execution was perfect. And that's gone high, wide and handsome. And a long, long 6 for Basit Ali.
Well, that's what the crowd has been waiting for. That has certainly given them something to cheer about. These batsmen feel that this is the time to really go for it.
I sense this one's going to be a little bit quicker. And he's onto it. And 4. Richardson just failing with the boot on the ropes. So this is just what Pakistan wanted. There's 4 more. The 2 of them collided in mid-wicket. And Salim Malik has come off the worst here. What a blow this would be. Just have to hope he's all right. They collided. I took my eye away as I was following the ball, which went to the boundary. But obviously they collided running up and down the wicket. Oh, well played. 4 more. That's safe. Arthurton moving like a spring chicken, and he saves it. A wonderful move from Arthurton. And they just got 2. That's the measure of his speed.
That was brilliant cricket. A full toss from Ambrose, which was beautifully placed by Basit Ali. But look at this, Keith Arthurton.
Salim Wait there. And there it is. Just enough bat on it. Half century for Salim Malik. His first 50 of this tournament in 69 balls, 4 fours, and he's accelerated ideally for his team. Well, it's safe, and it's 4.
Yes, I think the Pakistanis are playing it quite well now.
Oh, yes. Well, this is lethal stuff. Now that's safe. Up in the air, a long, long way. Dickie Bird checking that it's 6. And I think the answer is in the affirmative. 6 it is.
Curtly Ambrose to Basit Ali. Where's that gone? That's gone away for 6, I'm sure. It has indeed. And it's his 50 rather. He's now gone to 53. What a stroke. A massive pull. Ambrose dropping that in short. And Basit Ali giving it to him in spades. His 50 has come in 42 balls with 3 6s and 2 4s. And Sonny Waters, just look at the jubilation, says it all. Here he is to Basit Ali. And that's 4 runs. What a marvellous shot that was too. And there's Basit Ali. He's taking no hostages today. In the West Indies, the spectators would be dancing calypsos if this sort of thing was happening.
Well, there's a big gap there on the onside. There is a long on, and there is a mid-wicket which is very square, so that is a big gap. And Basit Ali is showing the intelligence by picking that gap.
Oh, that was lovely. Making room, playing a back cut, a late cut, really, from outside the leg stump. What a splendid improviser this young man is. What lovely shot, Sanu.
Well, what is a bowler supposed to do in a situation like this? Is pushing it further down the leg stump. But Basit Ali is moving even further and then slicing the ball past third man for a boundary.
Basit Ali has now overtaken Salim Malik. There we go again. First bounce for 4. It's as easy as shelling peas. I've never seen anything like it.
Cricket.
Bangladesh Tour of Westindies 2014 is presented by Fog Body Spray New Black Collection from Fog.
If they keep wickets in hand, they can score 100 in 10 overs. And I mean, that's the way they're doing. They both played really great innings. Definitely, they're looking very good. And I'm very pleased.
Well, I mean, have you ever seen Curtly Ambrose go for 16 in an over before?
No, never. Never so far.
Amazing, wasn't
it? Amazing. Basit is in a great nick.
Here's Courtney Walsh to him. And that's in the air. It's gone away over. No, that's gone over the boundary. Not in the pool, just going along the ground. 4 runs. Walsh to Basit Ali. Picking it round the corner, 4 more. Beautifully placed and beautifully played. Ambrose to bowl to him. It's a full toss, and that I think is going to be it. Yes, they come, but no, they come back for just 2 runs. Looked when it got past Benjamin at backward square leg as though it was destined for the boundary. Starts into Basit Ali with 99. And there it is, that's his 100th run. The crowd stands almost to a man. Basit Ali prays, and really one of the great one-day innings comes to an appropriate landmark. it would have somehow seemed improper if this innings had not ended in Basit Ali reaching 100. 2 overs left. And Cummins to bowl the first of them. And that's gone away over extra cover for 4 runs. And when Basit Ali hits the ball, it doesn't half stay hit. As Sonny was saying, it's not slogging, these are pure cricket strokes.
Absolutely pure cricketing shots. Slogging is really cross-batted stuff. And this is making just a little bit of room, but with a free, straight swing of the bat.
Oh, a free, straight swing of the bat. The bat has gone one way, the ball the other. I dare say his hands are a bit slippery. And it's Curtly Ambrose. Bowling now to Salim Malik, and Salim Malik has hit into a straight 6. Well, anything Basit Ali can do, I can do better, he said then. It was a glorious straight hit.
Well, the stage has approached where everything has to literally go. And Ambrose perhaps is more likely to go, because unless he gets that Yorker right, the ball is going to be in the right slot for the big hit.
Again, Walsh is underneath it, in front of us, and he's caught it. And so, Salim Malik is out, trying to repeat the stroke. Caught in the deep at long on by Courtney Walsh, who stood there unflinchingly and poached. Not an awfully easy catch. And Salim Malik's splendid knock has come to an end. Ambrose to Basit Ali. He nearly killed his partner, and he's got 4 runs. That ball was only hit about 5 yards to Courtney Walsh's left. My goodness me, it went past. Very nearly. That again was a lovely piece of improvisation. 4 runs, even Harper can't get to that. And there's no end to the splendid stroke play of Basit Ali. The improvisation, it's none of it slogging, it's glorious stuff to watch. What are we going to get now? We're going to get a 4. Making room, hitting it as though it was the easiest thing in the world. Over extra cover for 4. Well, he's hit it. It's in the air. Is he out? It's gone over the top for 6. So, what a way to finish the innings. A 6 over wide long off. It was a catch. A fiendishly difficult one there to Richardson. So 284 for 4 is the final Pakistan score. A score which could very well lead them to victory in this Pepsi Champions Trophy.
Then Pakistan lost 2 early wickets, after which they struggled a bit until the experienced Malik assisted Basit Ali put on a brilliant unbeaten 127 of just 79 balls with 12 fours and 5 sixes. Pakistan ended 284 for 4 at the end of their allotted 50 overs. The Windies bowlers weren't as effective as they usually are. The pick of the bowlers was Walsh for his 1 for 33. We return after the break to see the indomitable Brian Lara take on the Pakistan bowling attack.
And I was pretty young then, and not much experience of the captaincy. I was a vice captain then. Then they put me for the final against Westindies, and we scored 280 odd, and I was really happy, which I don't really get that much happy when we get 280, because we have to still fight it out. But at that time, because I was so young, getting 286, it really hyped me up. I thought I won the game.
evades Sohail. And it's 4. Well, this is carrying on just where the Pakistanis left off. What timing there from Lara.
Well, the boy can play, let me tell you. I mean, we haven't seen the best of him at all in this tournament, but he really is a fine young player.
That's through the gap, and 4. But it was edgy.
Well, it's their own fault. It could have been catchable, that, with a wide second slip, but they're not prepared to.
Oh, nothing edgy about that. Said Anwar just watches that go by. Oh, that's a lovely shot. 4 more. Love the way he rocked onto the back foot there.
Well, this is the Brian Lara of old. Lovely quick feet movement. Look, he's in position, he's waiting, there's no pace.
He's out. Wonderful catch by Rashid Latif. And once again, Desi Haynes goes cheaply. Well bowled, Atta Uriman. Oh, what a catch, Jeffrey.
Well, I'd be disappointed with that, Desi, because of the feet movement, really. The ball didn't do a great deal. It was just up there again, and he didn't get to it quick enough or far enough forward. See, the foot, it's stuck in the crease. You can see where the foot's stuck, it's only just in front of the batting crease. It never got far enough forward or across enough. And that's why I said that's what happens when you haven't played much, you haven't got much time in the middle. It's your feet movement. You talk about the back goes to the wrong place. Watch the left foot, the right foot back, the left foot, it's stuck. It's a long, long way from the ball. It's miles away. He's actually falling into the shot in the end.
Well played, just lent into that. Just a couple.
He's got to get his line exactly right.
Well, he is struggling a little bit, and Phil Simmons is out to make him pay early on. And if there are any doubts, he's going to exaggerate them. Four to Lara. A lovely shot. Simmons gives it the full flourish. Again, it hardly seemed up there to hit.
And that wasn't a very good ball. That was a free gift to Lara, who has dispatched it for 4. And I must say, the Trinidadian left-hander is in very good form. Lara again, finding the gap, it's 4 more. His placing is impeccable. Oh, and it's gone straight through the captain, Waqar Yunus. Don't know what he was thinking about, and has he pulled it back? No, he hasn't. It's gone away for 4. And really, that was sort of piece of fielding that a captain doesn't want to get up to, because it puts him under a little bit of pressure as far as his teammates are concerned. And 14 runs off the over. Lara and 1 needed by Lara for his 50. And there it is. That's Lara's 50. And it didn't come with a marvellously flourishing 4, but nonetheless, it's been a splendid innings. He's got to 50 and 50 balls with 10 4s, and at the start of an innings, that is a fair old rate. It's uppish, but it's through the gap. It's 4 runs. And Simmons, when he gets onto the front foot and drives like that, puts all his beef behind it. It's a lovely stroke by Simmons. 4 all the way. It was short, it was wide, and the ball was stamped with inexperience. 4 more. That was a juicy full toss, and Phil Simmons is not in the mood to ignore free gifts of that sort. Well, that's another... What can you say about that? I mean, it was a peerless stroke. The ball was asking for it. It was turning away from the left-hander, and he found enough room. And as he always seems to do when given the chance, Lara found the gap. And the gap has been pierced between backward point and cover. 4 more to Simmons. He played that with his balance very much on his heels, but he hit it perfectly. After this over, Pakistan will be able to have more than 2 men in the deep. And they will need them. 4 more. Two more to Lara. He's so good at placing the ball away from the fielders. Well, it's gone away fine. It was off the edge. I think it's going away for 4. It is.
Oh, what a caught and bowl there by Salim Malik. Unbelievable catch. As if he hadn't done enough with his batting, and Phil Simmons can hardly believe it.
You can see the disappointment on Phil Simmons' face, because he hit that ball very, very hard. And Salim Malik very casually put his right hand out and took it as though it was no problem.
It was almost as if it was just a gesture. Look at that, what a conjuring trick that is.
maybe that was the break Pakistanis needed, because it was important for them not only to check the run rate which they were struggling, but also to break this partnership. Wow.
And Lara once again picks the gap. But there we've got 2 fielders within about 15 yards of each other.
What a remarkable shot that one is. Not only he kept the ball all along the ground, and there he is going through the shot and following the bat and the ball, making sure that the placement was totally perfect.
Well, Brian Lara, you can expect anything from him. And on his day, he's probably the world's best batsman. And he was simply best then. Because such a huge target, and the way it was achieved was simply something to watch at, because Brian Lara was in his elements. He was fantastic through the off, and then he would pitch. If you pitch one shot, he'd pull you for a 6, and running between the wickets in those humid conditions. I mean, he was focused. He wanted to win this one for West Indies, and he was in that period of his cricketing career where he was timing everything, wanted to establish a name for himself. And what better place than Sharjah? I mean, he won the hearts of not only the non-Pakistanis, but the Pakistanis also, the way he played in that particular match.
He's on to 91. That was his 15th 4. And no slogs.
Yeah, I was about to say that Lara's execution of shots as compared to Basit Ali's. Basit was brute force along with timing, whereas Lara's placement along with timing.
Well, the Pakistani fielders there were looking at each other. There was never 2 on there, but all 3 of them just looked at each other. Now, has he placed that perfectly? Once more he has, this time in front of square.
And that's exactly why I think Richardson sent Keith Atherton, the other left-hander.
18,000 stadium here, the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, and it's completely full almost now, and there's 4 more. Atherton's lofted that. It's safe enough. Said Anwar down there. It's amazing how he takes the top hand away from it. Somehow, he still gets enough on.
That's right. He put the full force. I think the mighty heave. And I tell you what, it wasn't really that far from Said Anwar. Had he been a little bit squarer, he probably would have managed to get to it.
Well, he's found the gap perfectly. Four more for Arthurton. Nobody out there in extra. Six more. No one out there. Four more. And maybe Waka's feeling the error of his ways now.
Yes, I don't see any justification in continuing with Salim Malik.
And there it is. Coming back for a second, testing Rahman. And there's the century for Brian Lara.
Great innings. Really, really a great innings from Brian Lara. We thought that Basit Ali's innings was the one which we'll talk about, and that was the highlight of this tournament. Maybe it still is. Basit's inning was under tremendous pressure. When he came in, his team was struggling, but Lara, from the first ball he received, he has played truly majestically.
You do get, of course, get nervous. You have good and bad times. You get nervous, but I think I enjoy it because I don't really take win and lose on my mind. I just go out there and try to give the best shot. I mean, winning and losing is in Almighty Allah's hand, and it doesn't really matter. So I play day by day and think positive.
In search of a miracle here.
And that's the man. If there is going to be a miracle, I think that's the man we need to see perform. He has done it in the past. He has got Pakistan from hopeless situations through his bowling efforts. And if he can perform, then if there is any hope left in the Pakistani team.
They only need to score at a rate now of 3.66 with 20 overs left and 8 wickets in hand.
And most of those overs to be bowled by bowlers who are not even half as talented or good as Waqar Younis.
Again, wonderful timing. Just bit of the fielder. Two more for Brian Lara. Slight misfield out there by Mujtaba, but only a single.
Yeah.
It's merciless stuff. Oh, that's gone miles in the air from Arthurton. Amir Hani under it. Maybe that's the miracle they need. It's come a bit late, but it's a start. And Arthurton is out. Jeffrey's joined me. I think it's a little late.
Well, it looks as if it is. The one thing about one-day cricket, you're never so sure. That's what keeps everybody on the edge of the seat. I mean, I've seen sides panic from this position, lose a couple more wickets cheaply, and suddenly what looked an inevitable easy victory has gone. It just becomes fraught.
Remember the Pakistanis against Sri Lanka.
Well, it's a funny game. it's one of the best games we've had. It's been a super game. He just gets underneath this a bit, doesn't he?
The hand off the bat again. But he scored so many runs with that shot. And he pockets it well, the substitute.
Nice catch for the youngster. We saw him play his one and only match the other day. So now he's on as a fielder in a tense situation. He probably hasn't played with as big a crowd as this watching him. Big skyer. No cloud to judge it in. And caught it well, because he's under quite a bit of pressure. Big game for him. Probably the biggest game he's ever played in his life.
Good piece of fielding there by Amir Sohail, and it's gone away for 4. I think he really should have stopped there.
Well, that wasn't too difficult. I wouldn't say it's easy, but he stopped one or two really good ones earlier on.
Another well-placed stroke. There for Waka, and 3 runs resulting. Oh, isn't that a lovely shot? Beautiful off drive, everything right, classic stroke. Waka Yunus to Brian Lara. Well, he just stood up and hit it, didn't he? That's 4 runs. Amir Sohail won't catch that. One can only say that extraordinary things do happen in the game of cricket. Well, that was a beautiful thing that happened, a lovely extra cover drive. That was as good a stroke as the off drive Lara played in Waka's last over.
Well, they are exquisite shots. A man form, confidence high, century on the board. But quite honestly, if you watch Waka's bowling, he's running all that way, his normal run. He might as well bowl off about 4 paces, because he's not much quicker than me when I used to bowl, and I was rubbish.
There's his 150. Not many players have scored more than 150 in one-day international cricket. A fine performance, but today it's got to take second place to Basit Ali. Oh, this could be out. Sky cut. Has he caught it? Yes, he has. Rashid Latif has never given up. He pursued that dive and held on. Well done him. And that's a great object lesson. There's one player who hasn't let it all get him down. So Lara's wonderful innings has come to an end. It's 273 for 4. Caught Rashid Latif. Bowled by Mushtaq for 153. Much his highest in one-day cricket, and a truly wonderful innings. Well, that must be a no ball. It's his, way over the batsman's head. 2 runs now to win. 2 runs, and this year's Pepsi Champions Trophy will be over, and Richie Richardson will walk off and receive the trophy. Amir Nazir to Richardson. And there it is, it's a no ball, and that is that. And so the West Indies have won 285 for 4. They have won the Pepsi Champions Trophy for 1993.
The Pakistan bowling attack failed to defend their total of 284. Of course, Lara opened the innings with only one thing in mind. He caught fire and simply won the match for the Windies with a superb 153 with 21 fours, with strokes all around the wicket and assistance from Simmons and Arkerton. The Pakistani bowling was nothing much to write home about, though the fact that a fit Waqar, Wasim and Aqib would have made a difference. So the West Indies beat Pakistan in the final by 6 wickets with 4.3 overs to spare. For Pakistan, Basit showed similar talent in hitting a 127 not out, but that did not stop Lara, who was awarded the man of the match. A run feast, good match and talent on song from both the sides.